Okay, guys, welcome to the weekly property update. This is from the 6th of June to the 12th of June. This is the last week. And you know the score here. We'll look at the numbers every single week to see where the market trends are leading us, to see where the best prices are achievable, to see where the best buyers are achievable as well. It will give you the maximum value for the price on your property. Really, that's what it comes down to. One of the biggest things I always say to people is be careful about this phrase. And it'll sell itself. Well, to be honest, that is the most dangerous phrase you could ever think of because really, if that's the case, you'll just pick any agent going, and it will generally come down to the cheapest person on the block. However, cheapest person on the block is not necessarily the person that's going to get you the best price at the end. All you need is somebody to give you a wee bit more money in terms of the end result, even though they're not the cheapest. But in essence, they will be the cheapest overall because they'll put more money in your pocket. But let's look at the numbers this week. So right across the board here, Cooper area, the number of properties come onto the market is 9 versus 11 sold. So again, Cooper's outstripping in demand. East Nuke's 4 versus 8. Wow. So 4 properties have come to the market and 8 properties have gone under offer in East Nuke in this week past. That's a recipe for a boom again. We're still going strong. St Andrews 11 versus 11. That's a good result for St Andrews. Leavenmouth 10 versus 14. 33 versus 41 for Dunfermline. Still demand outstripping supply. Glenrothes itself is 18 versus 6. So 18 properties have sold within this week and gone under offer, and only 6 properties in the Glenrothes area has come onto market. Glenrothes will be soon running out of stock. It is probably one of the most pressurised areas ever. You should get humongous prices if you're selling your house in Glenrothes, because the number of people chasing the houses in Glenrothes is way beyond the number of people actually chasing proportionately in any other region of Fife. And I'd done that in a previous show, and it's double the amount of people. Anyway, okay, Kirkcaldy as well, 50 versus 36. That's not a trend, really. I mean, there's only 36 properties come under offer. 50 properties have gone into the market, but Kirkcaldy has been genuinely outstripping supply every single week in demand. Okay, so right across the board, 123 properties came onto the market in Fife. 139 actually sold itself. Alrighty. So where's all this demand coming from? What's happening with the market? Where is things going? So let me show you a couple of these graphs. This is our audiences, and I'll let you understand this. Okay, let's get this a wee bit bigger so you can see. Okay, so this is the last year so far of the number of people hitting our website. Now, our website does what it says in the tin. You're only ever going to visit it if it's Fife Properties. That's really what it comes down to. So if you're looking for properties in Fife, you will visit our website. So far, on an annualized basis, in the last 12 months, we've had 436,000 visitors in the year. That is up 110% here on the previous year. That has more than doubled in the amount of traffic that we're bringing to our website. Now, to put this in context, Rightmove has only increased 46%. We've increased 110%. So how on earth is that happening for us? Why are we getting so much audience towards us? So let me talk about that as well. Our audiences themselves, they'll come from different channels, right? I'm a bit geeky when I come to this and statistics and stuff. But let me explain to you where this is all coming from. 436,000 people visiting our website every single year on a monthly basis. Then that means we've got roundabout, when you think about it, we've got roundabout probably about 36,000 people a month. Now the hydro, when you look at this, the hydro itself actually holds 14,300 capacity. So this is 2 times the size of the hydro in Glasgow, and as an audience coming onto our website every single month. Hampden holds 52,000 people, and we're nearing up to almost 3/4 of the capacity of Hampden coming onto our website every single month. Where are they all coming from? Well, let me explain to you. So in here is the direct traffic. This is people going straight to our website every single time. They're going on, they're typing in fifeproperties.co.uk. They're not going anywhere else. They're coming straight to our website. So 166,000 of that number is these people, up 100% almost on the year before. Organic search, that is people as in Google, Safari on your iPhone as well. That's organic. So they come in and they look for properties in Fife to sell, and immediately we pop up as the option for them, and they come that route as well. That's 136,000 every single year. Social media, look at how much social media has actually increased for us. 131,000 people every single year through social media. That is almost 12,000 a month. That's almost 12,000 people a month. 11,000 people basically every single month are coming on to our website straight from social media. Look at how many. This is referral channel. See here, this one. Referral channel. This is Rightmove and prime location. This is how much traffic we get from people clicking off of Rightmove and prime location and Zoopla onto our website. So people generally come onto our website direct to our traffic of the 436,000. That doesn't take into account, though, we actually have 25% more people, if we include Rightmove and prime location and Zoopla, we have 25% more an audience, which annualizes us to almost 590,000 visitors every single year, right across the board, if we include these websites as well. So what I'm trying to say here is if you just use Rightmove and Zoopla as your benchmark, you're effectively losing 436,000 of an audience outside of that, potentially, because this is our audience outside of these websites, which we use as well. So that is not included in these numbers. So we have 75% more traffic than an agent that normally just uses Rightmove and Zoopla as their main point of trying to sell their house. So do you understand now when I say, if you just rely on the thing that it'll sell itself and you just look for an agent that has Rightmove and Zoopla as their main source of getting leads, they're losing out on basically all this traffic because we're getting them straight to our website. They're getting them for organic search. We're getting them from Facebook and Instagram. And these channels are the most important channels for building that one. If you can get thousands more for your home report. If you're not getting anything, if you're not getting over a home report, by the way, then there's something wrong, because everybody should be getting over home report now. That's really where the market is just now. It is very, very rare to actually get home under the home report or even the home report value. So even if you get over that, though, potentially, when you think about it, if you've not got this type of audience over and above Rightmove and Zoopla, then potentially that might be the person that might pay the 2,000 or 3,000 more than what you have just now. Okay, so this week as well, what we're doing as well, let me talk about one of the posts we were talking about yesterday in yesterday's show. Now, yesterday's show was with the Niche Landlord, all about perfecting the lettings formula for repeated success in Fife. This is how to formularize your investment strategy, your buy-to-let business, so you understand the formula, you get the formula for how it works, and you keep duplicating that every single time. It is like the McDonald's system. Now, I was watching something yesterday, and he put it, and this guy, Grant, put it right into context. And he says, potentially, when you're waiting for your investment to mature, now, when you think about it, it was 10 years. In the last 10 years, property prices have gone up 46%. So if you bought a house 10 years ago at £100,000, you would potentially be selling it today at £146,000. If you had a buy-to-let investment property and you did that, you'd be making £46,000. So effectively, what's happening is you're making an income in between, and you're getting paid, when you think about it, to actually wait to make money at the end of it. I'll say that again. Buy-to-let pays you money to wait to make even more money at the end of it. That's not like a conventional job, is it? So that's effectively how important buy-to-let is in a strategy for investment and return as well. And actually, this show we did yesterday, the blog's on there as well. You can click on it. You can see the show. You can listen to the podcast. It gives you a lot of information and secrets and tips and ways that you should be doing in order to maximize your investment return. It talks about things like playing to your passion, finding your speciality, what one you want to do, whether it's student lets, whether it's holiday lets, whether it's mainstream residential renting, and what sort of markets you want to play to. Is it professionals? Is it families? Is it, is it any sort of market you're wanting to do. And then also we go into the fact of deepen your expertise. Get really expert at what you do, your core business, what you're really good at. You become an expert in it and you'll accelerate your results. Just like an athlete trains all the time to be an Olympian and trains every single day, and buy-to-let investment strategies, if you're doing that all the time, guess where you're going to be in terms of your investment return. Building reputation as well is also important, and also the expand with ease as well, and formulating that McDonald's type system of property investment in order to maximize your returns and maximize your investments. Other one as well, and I've posted on here, I don't like to talk about it too much, but we have been nominated again for the 10th or 11th year in a row as the #1 estate agent, the #1 letting agent, and the #1 property group in Scotland by the Estes, which is voted for by our customers. So really, I'm mentioning this because I really want to say thank you very much for our customers for voting for us in this and actually shortlisting us as a result of that. So let's see what's going to happen in October when Phil Spencer gives out the awards. Hopefully we'll be in there somewhere. The other one as well is a couple of updates on buyers that we're looking for. So we have hot buyers in the Cooper area, typically looking for a 2 to 3 bedroom property, a house itself, in between 130 to 200,000 pounds. If you think you've got that type of property, then please give us a call, give us a message, direct message here as well. If you're not sure about the value of your property, I've put a link to our Ready Reckoner. So it's an instant online valuation tool. This is actually quite important because I'll talk about how important it is in getting better mortgage deals as well. So the instant valuation tool itself is actually designed to give you a rough idea about what the value of your house is, depending on how well it's finished. So you have a top banding, you have a middle banding, you have a lower banding. Top is ready to go, pristine, absolutely brilliant. Brand new kitchen, brand new bathroom, everything all the way throughout. Middle banding is everything's fine. You can move into it. You can do it as you go. Bottom banding in the valuation is it needs a new kitchen, probably needs a new bathroom, needs a bit of decoration. And that's the 3 different bandings of the valuations that we give you in this instant valuation tool. So if you're not sure about the value of your house, but you think, okay, I'll go on and I'll use the valuation tool, we might actually have that hot buyer that's actually looking for your type of house, a 2 or a 3 bedroom property, between 130 to 200,000 pound. You'd be surprised how much property prices have actually gone up. In the last year, they've gone up 10% at least. And even now, in real terms, they're actually going up even more. Okay, also in the St Andrews area, we've got a hot buyer looking for a 2 or 3 bedrooms detached house. Their budget is a maximum of 400,000. Leaving area, we have hot buyers, 2 and 3 bedrooms they're looking for. They're looking for houses. Their budget's round about the 106, 110,000 pound. They're really looking in the Broome area, so Dykenuke, Green Gates, Burard, places like that. If you've got a property, a house to sell, 2 to 3 bedrooms, round about the 106 to 110,000 mark, then please feel free to contact us. If you've got it with another agent, please contact us anyway, because it might be the case that they might not know that that's on with the other agent. So talk to us about it, and we might actually be able to help you sell it. And we're also another hot buyer and leaving a 2 or 3 bedroom house or a bungalow. Their budget is up to 200,000, and that's round about the Scooney area they're looking for as well. Ideally, good luck with that. Scooney is no easy to get, but if you're out there and you're thinking about selling in the Scooney area, then this could be the person for you. I know typically the 3 bedroom semi-detached houses in Scooney were going for round about the 150 mark. Potentially, I think possibly they could be a bit more now, a lot more now. So yeah, absolutely. Use our Ready Reckoner, get a rough idea about what the value of your house is, by all means. Another one as well, which is important for the Ready Reckoner, which I think is a really good one, and I just caught on to this the other day, and I started to talk about it, and all the other estate agents that are in our mastermind groups that we talked around the country are actually going, wait a minute, I never really thought about that. But the price of your house, the value of your house is actually maybe gone up quite significantly, and you have no intention of selling, and that is fine. That's okay, because this is not what this is all about, what I'm about to talk about. This is about getting a better mortgage deal. So what happens is, is the value. If you're maybe in a mortgage deal that you've got, and it was maybe 90% loan to value when you got it, and that might have been a few years ago, and you might still be in that fixed rate or that deal, or it might be coming to an end. However, the price of your house is actually probably gone up significantly since you actually got that mortgage deal. Therefore, your loan to value, the equity you've got in it now, is substantially more. And your loan to value could end up being 70% or lower. So therefore, you'll actually get a better rate with your mortgage provider, with your bank. So you might actually be paying too high a rate in terms of your mortgage rate with your bank right now, when in actual fact, if you actually look at this and do a ready reckoner about the valuation of your property, you might actually find that the loan to value of your current mortgage to the value of your house now is a lot less. So you should be on a better rate in terms of your mortgage. So it could save you an absolute fortune every single month, maybe £50. You know, that's £600 a year. What could you do with an extra £600? What could you do with an extra £50 a month? Know what I would do? That'd be brilliant. So that's quite important to actually use that for your mortgage to actually get the best deals. So the Ready Reckoner will tell you. Also, as well, I had an investor this week. We actually did a one-to-one together, and I spoke to him about it, and he was saying that, look, I've got a couple of houses. I'm tapped out. I've not got any money at all really to invest in property. And he had bought his couple of houses probably a couple of years, 2 or 3 years ago, and we talked about one of the houses he's got outside of the Fife area, and I says to him, so do you know the valuation of your current house? And this actually brings you back to what we're talking about here. And he says, I'm not really sure. He says, I bought it for 90,000, and my mortgage is now 70,000. I went, okay, that's fine. So I says, give me your name and give me your address, give me the number of bedrooms, give me the area it's in, and I put the postcode in a Ready Reckoner, and it transpired that the value of his house on average, right, the top end was 150,000, the midpoint was 130,000, and the bottom end was 115,000. So within the space of the time, the 3 years that have passed, he actually has a lot more equity in that property. So he's going to get a local estate agent out to value his house to give him an exact figure, because he has a lot more equity in that property. He could get a further advance on that and actually use that money and go and buy another buy-to-let investment. So there is equity there. Now, a lot of people say, but that's gambling. Well, it's not really, because you're taking that money from one house and you're putting it into another house. Remember the phrase, as safe as houses? It is. It's very few and far between, if you're a medium to long-term investor, that you're ever going to lose in property. Because since the year 2000 to right now, property prices have gone up over 200%. That's 3 times. Property prices have gone up over 200%. In the last 10 years, they've gone up over 46% to almost 50% now. So there's never a time where property prices will actually be a lot less than they were the years before if you property invest on a medium to long-term investment. So if you need more information, please feel free to contact us. Message us here. I could spend probably 15-20 minutes with you if you want, and actually go over the numbers in detail if you want to do that. And by the way, welcome to our people on Twitter. You know, we're live broadcasting now on Twitter as well. So welcome to the team on Twitter and everybody on Twitter. So, and that's it, guys. That's it for this week. Watch out for our property launches during the week. Also watch out for next week's property show, which is at 9:30 on a Saturday morning. That'll all be about the sales market and where we're going with that. And I'll see you next week as well for the weekly update. And we'll be back to the usual time of 7 o'clock. I had a wee bit of prior engagement. I had to move it on to 8 o'clock tonight. And bye-bye for now, guys. See you.